Shalom, leaders of the pack. There's a massive difference between panic and preparation. Panic is negative. With panic, we make mistakes. With panic, no one wants to follow. Or in fact, sometimes that's not true. Very often when people panic, people follow in your panic, and then everybody falls apart. Preparation, on the other hand, is sturdiness. Preparation is a cool mindset. Preparation is being a pillar that is trustworthy, that people want to hold on to and move forward with. I just finished about an hour-long discussion with my wife. Made her a cup of tea, very calm. Came and sat on the bed with her with my notepad, and I said, there's some serious stuff that I need us to talk about, not to panic about, but I want to plan for the next 2 weeks, 2 months, and 2 years moving ahead. The world has gone into crisis panic mode, and it's going to be us as the leaders of the pack, the leaders of our families, the leaders of our community that hold the world down into thinking rather than feeling, being proactive rather than reactive, and dealing with not the coronavirus specifically. That's not what I'm worried about. My family is healthy. We're washing our hands. We're doing everything that we're meant to do. I'm not worried about the coronavirus. I want to be prepared for the offshoots, and I want to prepare you for the offshoots. What is the domino effect around what is going on in the world because of the coronavirus? What is going to happen when people start losing their jobs? It's already started to happen. What's going to happen when parents are trying to deal with their kids at home rather than going to school, rather than going to university? How are we going to put our families forward while everyone else is going into panic mode? How are we going to prepare for those 7 years? Please God, it won't be 7 years. But how are we going to be prepared so that we are the ones that have the sustenance, that are using this worrying time to move us forward in life rather than backwards in life? Gents, Leader of the Pack has a weekly accountability call. On average, 20 to 23 at the most out of close to 60 members, full-time members in Leader of the Pack turn up to these accountability calls. I am begging you from the bottom of my heart to start turning up to those accountability calls. We are going to need each other as brothers. We are going to need the support, emotional, spiritual, mental, and maybe even physical support of each other as this thing that is going on in the world, this panic that is going on in the world, creates more panic, creates worry in our homes, creates frustration in our homes, creates, God forbid, a lack of finances, creates health problems, whatever it is, all of these issues that may happen. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I want us as the leaders of the pack to be prepared, to have a brotherhood that is trustworthy, that we have so many different occupations just within Leader of the Pack. We have so many different skill sets just within Leader of the Pack. We may need each other. So let's start with this Sunday night. It's in America, Sunday night. Israel time, 6 a.m. on Monday mornings. Every single week we have an accountability call. This week's call is all about panic versus preparation. I want us all to be prepared. I want us to be ahead of the game here so that we know what we're doing. We have a cool mind so that we know how to sit our families down and go, right, guys, we're not going into panic. while everyone else is buying out the stores from toilet paper, we're going to know what to really do. While everyone else is, their kids are on screens non-stop or whatever they're doing, we're going to be moving ahead in life. I just had a talk with our 8-year-old boy. I drew him a diagram. I said, Uriel, while everybody over the next 5 weeks that you're home, okay, Israeli schools cancelled last night until Pesach, until Passover, plus 8 days of Passover. That's a long time, 4 to 5 weeks of our children being home. And I know some of you are homeschoolers. You really know what you're doing on this. Use that. Go and teach some people how to homeschool. What I said to him is there are going to be families that go, yeah, holidays started early. We're going to sleep in. Then we're going to get up and watch on the iPad. And then we're going to have breakfast late. And then we're going to not do our prayers or whatever it is that centers us in the day. And then we're going to watch more crap. And then we're going to fight with our brothers and sisters. And we're going to start moving really, really slowly. And then there's going to be the Alexander family. And we are going to maintain our stability. We're going to get up on time. We're going to get dressed, not stay in our pajamas all day, even though we're not necessarily going out into a public place. We are going to go and have a shower or a tub or whatever it is to make sure that we're clean. We're going to do our prayers. We're going to do work at home. We're going to extend you in your mathematics, in your reading, which for now he's behind. I said, Uriel, this is the greatest opportunity. You're going to end up going back to school ahead of everybody else. You're going to do homework. You're going to learn with Abba and Imma different skill sets. And while all of these people over here are moving real slow, the Alexanders are going to move fast, and we're going to move sure, and we're going to move ahead of everybody else. That's your opportunity, kids, to be ahead of everyone else when you go back to school, when you go back to university. I'm praying through doing a leadership course, just offering a leadership course for kids that are home. Let's give them good things to do. Let's give them things that they're going to grow through this time rather than go, woohoo, amazing, holidays started early. So gents, let's hold strong. Let's stand as men. Let's lead as men. And let's protect as men. Let's get our wives to know that they're apart from our God, if that's what we believe in. We are the most sure thing that is in their life right now. We know finances. We know what to do if, God forbid, we lose our job. We know where our spare money or investments are. We know when we can pull that investment out if we need. We know how to protect our family. There are so many different things that can happen. People who really panic can, God forbid, turn to violence, can, God forbid, turn to robbery. Think about it. Think about drug addicts. Think about people that are struggling with that type of stuff that now lose their job and they believe that they need that. You think they're not going to go and rob? I'm not putting those people down. It's reality, guys. When the you know what hits the fan, it hits the fan. We saw all over the Middle East and in Africa when governments fall. In Greece, okay? Greece is a nice, upstanding place. Guys, when the government fell or when the finances fell, people started rioting. Smashing windows of shops and taking. Do we know how to protect ourselves? Gents, let's turn up to the accountability call. Don't be lazy. It's Sunday night, Israel time, Monday morning, 6 a.m. Google whatever time that is by you. We are going to get through this. We're going to be stronger and more trustworthy than anybody because we're leaders of the pack. This has come at the right time for us to be the men that stand up, lead, and protect in this world. I'll see you there.